Welcome back, King's Kids. And those of you that are still following along, we finished up Pastor's book, Wilderness Survival Guide, last week, but we are going to continue for the next few weeks on some other things that go along with our spiritual journey. And so this is number 11 for us, and we're gonna do some more of our top 7 deadliest creatures. Now, we've read out of Proverbs chapter 6, verses 16 through 19. There are 6 things the Lord hates, 7 that are detestable to him: a proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked schemes. Today, we're going to talk about number 5, feet that are quick to rush into evil. So, feet that are quick to rush into evil. These can be thought about as a couple different ways. One is you're always ready to do the wrong thing. You're always ready to do the wrong thing. You can't wait till the next bad movie comes out so you can say you've seen it. Or the next bad game to come out so you can say you've played it. Or you just can't wait to go hang out with the wrong friends or go the wrong places. You're purposely trying to hang out with the wrong friends, and you're purposely trying to go to the wrong places. If somebody offers you something bad or offers to go do something bad with you or whatever, you just go quickly and you don't even think about the consequences. That's feet that are swift in running to evil. You just can't wait to do the next wrong thing. You don't even think about the consequences. Now, this can also be thought about in the way that how long do you hang out with evil before you walk or run away? See, because not every time did we actually go looking for it ourselves. Sometimes you can just find yourself in a bad situation. And then you have to decide if you're gonna stay there and hang around, or if you're gonna reverse that and make your feet swift to running away from that evil. So think about, say for instance, if you went to a birthday party with a bunch of friends, okay? Everything's going great, y'all are having fun, cake is great, ice cream's great, you're playing games, you're all having a good time. And then it kind of winds down for the evening, so some of you just decide, okay, we're going to go down into the game room, we're going to start playing some Xbox games or whatever. So you're going down there, everything's good, you guys are taking turns, I mean, life is great. And then a couple of your friends start cussing or saying mean things about other people or to other people. So it was great. You didn't go looking for trouble. Trouble kind of found you. You're there. You're having a great time. Everything seems to be going right, and then something goes bad. So you didn't go looking for this trouble, but trouble found you. Something evil, something bad, something not good started happening. Okay? Now, there are a lot of ways you can handle this, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what you should do because I don't know every situation that you will run into. But I do want you to think about some different ways that you could handle it that would make it to be where your feet were not running swiftly to do the evil. You were getting out of that situation so that you weren't around the evil and then you didn't do the evil yourself. Okay? So, one thing, obviously, you can always leave right away and call for a ride home. Just be like, look, I'm leaving, I'm out of here. And then you just go call your parents and have them come pick you up. You don't say anything to anybody, you're just like, I'm done, I'm out of here, I'm not gonna stay around, and you just leave. Okay? That would be swiftly running the opposite way, right? Definitely. Okay? What about if you ask them to stop? And you tell them, look, I don't like to talk that way. I don't like to listen to people talking that way. It does not make Jesus happy when we talk that way. And then if they didn't stop, you would leave or go tell somebody? Okay. What if you tried that and they started making fun of you because either A, you were telling them to stop, knock it off, you don't want to hear it, or because you went and told another adult what was going on and they were like, oh, you're just a tattletale, and then they're making fun of you? How would you handle that? Would you go ahead and leave then? Or would you just give up and be like, fine, I'm not going to say anything, just stop doing it and I won't tell, just stop and I won't tell. And then you just stay there and they may or may not start it back up again, but you just kind of gave in and you basically are not going to go say anything because you just gave in and was like, you know what, I'm just going to ignore it, but I'm still going to stay here. That's probably not good either. Okay, what about if you stay and you don't say anything to anybody because you don't want to look like a tattletale and you don't want to get made fun of? We're going to talk about why not saying anything is not the good idea. Okay, Romans chapter 1 verse 32 says, although they know God's righteous decree, and those who do such things deserve death, they not only continue to do the very things, but also approve of those who practice them. Okay, now, you know what's bad. You know what you're not supposed to be doing. But if you stay in a place where stuff is happening and you don't say anything, then it's just like you are saying it's okay. You approve of the way they're acting because you're not stepping up and saying anything, and you're not leaving and trying to get out of there. You're trying to hang out and lay low and just be like, I'm going to ignore this. Not good, because you're still in the room, and so everybody else in the room is thinking, oh, they must be okay with that. They must not think it's too bad because they're still here. They haven't said anything. So our silence can get us into trouble. Our silence lets them know that you don't think it's all that bad because you didn't leave, you didn't say anything. So it's almost like you're saying, yeah, go ahead, keep doing it, it's okay. Now we know that's not right, right? If you're watching TV, movies, videos, games, whatever, that show people doing things that you know are wrong, and you don't get up and turn it off, it's the same as saying it's okay. So we have to watch out for those deadly creatures that creep into our lives. We've been talking about the top 7 deadliest creatures, and today's is number 5. Let's go back. Number 1 was a proud look. Don't be thinking you're all lit and did it all by yourself. It's not how that works. God gives you everything that's good. Number 2, a lying tongue. We all know lying, but we also need to remember those half-truths are still lies, right? And number 3 was the hands that shed innocent blood. So we know murder is wrong, right? But we also got to kind of watch out for anger and wrath, because that's kind of what builds up to murder. Yeah. And then 4 was our heart that devises wicked schemes. So that heart that's always looking for the next evil thing to do, or the next evil thing they can do to make somebody else mess up. But those things get in our heart through our mind and our eyes and our ears. Yeah, we let those things get in. We use our mind, our imagination, and we let that go wild. Remember, we talked about, the Bible talks about captive thoughts. If you have a bad thought, you want to get rid of that. You don't want to keep thinking about that thing. But if you have good thoughts, remember the verse about, oh, whatever's pure and true and righteous, and yeah, all those good things, yeah, definitely. Let's keep those thoughts. Let's keep those thoughts running through our head all the time. Because when we let the evil thoughts in, that is what makes our heart become wicked and looking for more evil. I mean, people that can't even sleep at night because they want to do more evil, or they want to create a new evil, or they want to make somebody else do evil because of something they did. That is not a place we want to go. So we've got to guard our hearts and guard our minds and not let that stuff come in. And today's number 5, your feet swift in running to evil. Make sure that you're not out there trying to get in trouble, trying to do things bad, to see if you can get away with it, or trying to do something that's evil or wrong or whatever. No, you don't want to be quick and be like, oh, not even think about the consequences. That's feet that are swift in running to evil. We don't want that. But sometimes we also find ourselves in the situation where it started off good, but it didn't end up that way. So in those kind of situations, make sure you're not staying silent. Make sure you are getting your feet to run the other way, away from the evil, and make sure that you are speaking up, standing up for the truth, standing up for yourself and what you believe, and not letting those deadly creatures creep into your life. Because we want to stay on the right path. We want to make it to heaven to see Jesus. I mean, living with Jesus for eternity is going to be so awesome. We don't want to mess that up by something that we do. So we want to make sure that we guard ourselves against these deadly creatures that can come in and mess up our walk with God. And if you'll join us again next time, we'll finish up the last 2 deadliest creatures. I will see you next time around.